Hi guys, so today's video is going to be about the Influenster box. I had to think of what it was called there. So I was sent these products by Influenster, like the Rimmel matte liquid lipstick. But this time they sent me the new Rimmel foundation. So this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable foundation. And this is in 402 bronze. And then they sent me the concealer, the Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable concealer. This is in 400 medium dark. I am a bit concerned the fact that the concealer looks darker than the foundation, but I'm sure we'll work with that. Then they sent me the Rimmel Kate golden bronze, this like a highlight blush and contour kit. I swatched this on my hand and it looks really nice. And then they sent me a Rimmel London, sent me the Moisture Renew lipstick in 180 vintage pink. So this just looks like that. We're going to try them out. So I've done my eye makeup. I've done purple eyeliner using the Potion liquid lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And yeah, this is just what it looks like. So I've just done that on my eyes. The lashes I'm wearing are the Isla 141s. Isla 141s, they're quite wispy, which I don't normally tend to go for, but this, I'm just filming another video on this camera, but just because I wanted to get this video up. My future videos will be on my newer camera. I really need a wee, so I think I should do that first. Yeah, I'll do that first. My fairy lights keep going like weird. What I've got on my skin at the moment, just to run you through, I've got the Skin Kissed Vitamin C Serum that I mentioned in my last video. And then I have my fave moisturiser at the moment, which is the L'Oreal Hydro Genius Aloe Water. And I applied this and just press it into my skin, and then I just applied this. For primer, because obviously we're going to be testing a foundation, I'm using my Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio primer base. The reason I'm applying this is because it's a blur and smooth primer. Now this primer doesn't claim to be mattifying, and it doesn't claim to sort of give your skin a radiance to it. So I don't want to use a really radiant primer, because then if the foundation claims to be matte, then it's gonna make the foundation radiant. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So yeah, this isn't gonna affect the foundation too much. This is just gonna blur and smooth my skin, but I still have breakouts and everything. So, and also this is my favorite primer. Unfortunately they don't have it here in the UK, they only have it in America. So if you want to try on Amazon or something, if you live in the UK, if you live in America, then great, lucky you. But this is around $8, I think. Just gonna push this into the areas I need it most. So around my chin, my upper lip, put some around my nose, my cheeks. Just push this in. It's like the Benefit Professional, but I prefer this. Put some on my head. Need a bit more. Need some more of this. I'm running out. I'm just pushing it all in through my eyebrows. And as you're able to see, my eyebrows aren't like fully done because I finished them when the rest of my makeup's on. This is what's annoying about fake tan, because the fake tan on my hands actually looks fine, but then on camera it looks really intense. Like normally my wrists look terrible, but they're actually so fine. As you can see, this makes my skin look so much smoother, and it fills in like your pores and everything. It's just clear. Grabbing my mirror. One thing I don't like about eyelashes, the first time you apply them, like that you wear a new pair, they just like keep coming unstuck, and it really annoys me. Right, so the foundation. So this is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable foundation, and as I said, mine is in a 402 bronze. They picked my shade for me. It says shake before loose use. It claims to be a lightweight skin perfecting foundation with medium coverage, breathable skin technology that moisturizes for up to 25 hours, and it's got SPF 20 in it. I'm gonna shake it. What does it say on the card? They sent me another one of these. Right, so it blends your skin with light to medium buildable coverage. It is enriched with breathable skin technology and it moisturizes for up to 25 hours, up to SPF 20. As it says up to SPF 20, I don't know if that means you build it up, I don't know. One thing that really interests me with this, because I haven't seen like any reviews on it, I've seen like pictures of it, that's what I mean, is that you get this like applicator, and that really interests me. So I'm going to start applying this onto my skin. I'm going to apply it in stripes, and I'm just going to do one side of my face with my brush and the other side with my Miracle Complexion sponge. Going to use my Morphe E6 brush. I think this looks quite orange to be honest, but I was just worried I didn't put primer on then. So I'm just going to blend it in. I would definitely say it's like a sheer to medium. Wouldn't say it's a full coverage at all. Be nice when I don't have loads of spots. Don't know if it's because the brush has soaked most of the product up, but I don't know if you can tell, it hasn't like covered everything. You can still see my redness and it hasn't covered the whole side of my face. So I'm going to apply it a bit more. The colour is actually quite good though, thank God. Just try 3 more stripes. I'm gonna, instead of like blending it in, I'm just gonna dab it in. Yeah, that's giving you more coverage. Should have probably done this when I didn't have loads of spots. Right, and then just gonna put a forehead. Gonna need some on my forehead. So I've got this massive spot. Actually, it's covered that quite well. Go around my eyebrows quite carefully. Okay, that's giving me quite a nice coverage, to be honest. You can just tell like the difference. It's like evened out the colour of my skin. Obviously I still have quite a lot of like spots poking through, but it's like a nice, it looks like my skin, it doesn't look cakey. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this side like this, and then I'm going to do this side with my Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. So I'm going to stripe it down my face. Quite good to contour with actually if you had a darker shade. I'm not sure about the shade range, I haven't looked that up yet. So with the sponge I'm just pushing that in. With my foundation I apply, most of the time I prefer to use a sponge if I'm not being lazy, because obviously you have to go wet it and everything. I feel maybe the sponge gives you more coverage than the brush. I feel like the brush soaks more product up. It's such a nice colour and it's a nice finish because it's not like really matte. It looks like your skin but just a bit better. I've wanted a foundation like this actually for a while, but I didn't want to get like a high-end one. I'm just building up the coverage on this side of my face. I really like that applicator as well. Just pushing that in. Also I'm going to test the fact, because it has SPF in it, it'd be nice actually a nice holiday foundation, even though obviously summer's coming to an end. But if you was going on holiday, then obviously it has the SPF, but again doesn't have like really heavy coverage. Okay, yeah, I like that. It's a nice finish and I honestly like the coverage, because you could just like conceal your spots, but it's nice how it still shows your skin through it. And to be honest, if you do have spotty skin or you do have a couple of spots showing, the last thing you want is to wear a cakey foundation, because then it cakes over the spots and then it actually looks worse. So it's actually nicer to have like a more natural foundation. As you can see, it matches my body really nicely. And if you watched my last video, then you know that I said about how my foundation always seems to look quite ashy at the moment, and it's actually a really nice warm tone colour. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to use the concealer. Now this, as I said in the beginning, looks quite dark, but with this I'm more going to focus this, I think, on the areas that I get spots. It is a lightweight medium coverage. I might try apply some under my eyes, because I've also got my favourite Rimmel concealer here that I'm going to use if this one doesn't work out, because it's still the same brand. I'm just going to apply this. Oh my god, I'm quite nervous. Right, what does it say about the concealer quick? So it says it's a lightweight breathable formula, helps to conceal imperfections, cushion applicator, allows for perfect blendability and touch-ups on the go, and it's medium coverage. Okay. And this one is, considering they're like in the same line, I should imagine these work quite well together. Okay, that's quite very pigmented. The parts I'm concealing over aren't active light spots, they're just scars. I'm gonna apply some onto my eye. Okay, it's quite hard to get out. I'm gonna take my sponge and just push it in. Oh my god. Just gonna apply some more under my eyes. Some days I don't like to highlight underneath my eyes. I like to just conceal underneath them with a similar skin tone concealer to the foundation that I'm wearing. So this would be a really good concealer for that, if I like it. Okay, it's covered the darkness under my eyes. Looks better in camera actually than it does in person. In person it's not like overly pigmented under my eyes, but my under eyes are very dark. I'm gonna go over this horrible spot up here. It's so hard to get out of this tube. I feel like if this stopper wasn't on it, it'd be so much easier to get out. When I'm spot concealing, I don't put it on the actual spot. I put it on the skin near the spot and then I dab it over. Just so then I don't get like loads of germs back in the concealer. Okay, it's taken some of the redness away and it's added more coverage. I feel like with the concealer and the foundation mix, you get a really good medium coverage, like both products together. I'm gonna leave the concealer like that. But yeah, I like the colour of the concealer. What I'm going to do now, I feel like the concealer would also be quite good with a brush, but I like using my sponge. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply some of the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer in True Ivory, as this is just obviously a bit lighter, but I really like this concealer as it is for under my eyes. So I'm just going to use this, and I will be powdering under my eyes as I always do, and then I will be powdering up the areas I tend to get oily. It says it's more of a moisturising foundation, so I do always just set those areas just with every foundation I ever use anyway. The only foundation I like never set is the, I can't remember what it's called, one sec. I think it's the Kat Von D one. I think it's that one. But it's just one foundation I just never set, and I'm sure it's that one because it's really dry. The foundation hasn't creased into my lines, which, as you know, every foundation does that always, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like when the powder's on. So I'm just going to set under my eyes. I'm going to set the rest of like my areas, like I'm just going to do that on camera. So I'm just using the Airspun Naturally Neutral powder that I always use. I'm taking the e.l.f. small tapered brush. I'm just going to use my sponge, push away any creasing, and then set. Just gonna set the sides of my nose too. Gonna set down my nose, my two eyebrows, my lines on my forehead, and then my chin. I'm not gonna set anywhere else. Just to see how it wears, and also to see how like the contour shade and the blush like all apply when it's not set. Oh, actually, I lied. I'm just gonna set this over this spot. I always set over like any spot I ever have, because obviously when it's a spot it tends to be quite like sort of, it sounds grim, but it tends to be more oily around that part. Right, I'm going to go around. I'm going to take this, I feel like as a bronzer this is going to be far too dark. Like compare, this is my Makeup Forever bronzer I always use, I can't open. This is a lot warmer compared to say like this. This is a lot more sort of brown, and this is a cooler undertone because obviously it's a contour shade. I never normally contour, I just normally bronze. I'm just going to bronze as I normally would. I'm just using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in 30M as I always do. Especially when I have tan on, like it doesn't suit me to have like a really cool bronzer. If you're fair skinned then that's fine, but if you would like me to do like a video when I have really fair skin, because obviously I don't look like this 24/7, then please let me know. I'm then just going to take some of the MAC Give Me Sun over the Makeup Forever, because I always find that the Makeup Forever is a good base for like other bronzers to go on top of, because it's more of a gel based formula. Always see that. To contour with, I'm going to take this brush, which is actually a paint brush. This sounds a bit weird. It's the Daler Rowney Round Mop, and I use the little one of this like for highlighting, but I like this one for contouring as it's nice and tapered, and it really allows you to get a really nice defined contour. So I'm going to take the shade, I don't know if this one has a colour. No, it just says shading powder to contour. It's just called number 2, this one. This is in 003 Golden Bronze. So I'm guessing this is one of like the darkest ones. I'm going to tap off the excess. There is no mirror on this. That's fine. Just sometimes it's nice to have a mirror so then you can like have it on the go. I'm applying this under where I applied the bronzer, just along here. I'm going to do one side first and show you. That is quite cool tone, but mixed in with my bronzer it looks quite nice. So that's the difference. Just see, on camera you have to do it so intense for it to show up. Yeah, that's made quite a lot of difference. So this is the contoured side. This is the non-contoured side. Let me know what you prefer. So this part of my face, this side just looks a bit more defined. This is just a little bit flatter, I'd say. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. This brush is nice because it doesn't apply it too like intense. carefully because it's quite like fluffy. I'm blending it into my hairline. I don't bring it out too far. I just stop around sort of here. With that side, I brought it out a bit further down because I wanted to be able to show you the difference, and it's hard to see on camera with the ring light. Just going to apply a bit into my temples. Yeah, it's nice because it's not too cool. And then I'm going to apply some down my nose. I always use the same brush to contour my nose. Just a little cheapy eBay one. It's just a fluffy angled brush that I just use for nose contour. I feel this is going to be really, really harsh. Okay, it's not that bad. Quite a nice colour actually for the nose. I'm going to blend that into my eyeshadow. Quite a nice colour. I'm impressed. I'm just going to add a bit up here on the tip. Still can't contour my nose for shy. Taking my powder brush, I'm just going to blend over that nose contour. For my blusher, I'm going to use my blusher brush that I always use. The only thing is I used it. I'm just wiping it on the back of my hand. You won't really be able to tell, to be honest, because it doesn't pick up that much colour. Like, it doesn't soak up the product. So I'm just going to apply the blusher. The blusher is, it says powder blush for definition and colour. It doesn't actually say like the name of the blusher, so I don't know if they do it separately. Don't apply too much. It's just a nice pinky tone. So I'm just applying the blush at like the apples, and then I bring it back into cheeks. The blush has a really nice highlight to it. The only thing is it does pick up on the texture on my cheek. I don't know if you'd be able to tell. The blusher is more like of a highlight, I'd say, on my skin tone. Like, it has a lot of gold in it. I think you can tell. It's like I'm just wearing a highlighter. So I'm just going to apply it higher up. Just pushing that in. Quite nice. As you can see, it's quite pinky now actually. Now I'm just going to apply the highlight. I'm just going to use my other paintbrush. This is the Daler Rowney again. This is again the round mop, but it's a smaller one. So this is the larger one I use for contour. This is the 3-4 and this is the 1-2. Don't really know what they mean, but just a really nice highlight. It reminds me of the Anastasia one that everyone always uses, but obviously like this was about £2. So I like a intense highlight, but I'm quite intrigued to see what this turns out like. I did just tap off some of the excess. Okay, I'm impressed. That's really intense actually. I did have some highlight already on this brush, but you can tell that is actually all from the Rimmel one because I tapped off like loads of excess. It's a nice colour. It's like a champagne gold, but it's not too gold. Right, I'm just going to apply some down my nose. Some above my brow. I'm impressed. Just going to apply some more down my nose. I'm really impressed with that. The last thing we have to try out. Actually, I'm just going to finish my eyes off very quick because then we can do the lips, because that is the last thing I've got to do. Okay, for my eyes, God, I just used this Maybelline New York Crayon Kohl in 410. I think it's chocolate chip it's called. And I just apply that on my waterline and on my lash line, and then I just buff that underneath with the shade Fudge from the A-Bit Culture palette, and then under that I just put New Wave, and then the same on the top of my eye. They're the colours I used, and I then just applied a concealer to cut the crease and applied like a really white tone to set that, and then just went over that. I'm waiting for my eyelashes to stick down because these eyeliner ones I always have to like stick them so many times when I first ever wear a brand new pair. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. I'm just going to skip through that because I do the same thing all the time. If you'd like an updated brow routine, please let me know, just so the whole video is like there to watch and you don't have to keep like flicking through my other videos to find out how I do my eyebrows. But I only want to do that if people want to see it, because you know, I want to do videos that you actually want to see and you're interested in. Now for the last step, which is the lips. So the lipstick that they sent me is the Rimmel Moisture Renew 180 Vintage Pink. I don't tend to wear these sort of purple tones, but obviously it is an autumn look, so I'm just going to apply it anyway. My lips are dry as anything because it always gets high lip balm, but I'm not going to line my lips even though I normally would. Or shall I? I'm going to outline them. The lip line that I'm going to use is this little NYX one. It's the nude beige that I always tend to use. Needs sharpening. I'm gonna sharpen it into a wet wipe because I'm so lazy. I hope my eyelashes are stuck down. I can't actually watch videos or like things where like people's eyelashes keep coming up. It really like winds me up. I don't know why. It just aggravates me. So I'm just gonna line it. This is more of a purpley tone anyway. Like quite a purpley nude. It's more of a cool tone colour. I just find lining your lips actually, like when you have smaller lips like I do, it's just helpful. So I'm gonna apply the lipstick. Oh, that's actually really moisturising. It feels like butter. It smells like perfume, but like quite a nice scent. Actually really nice. I actually really like this colour. It's not like too purple. By the way, these tweezers, I got them in America. They're like actually not sharp. So if you're not very great with the tweezers, then I'd recommend these as they're blunt at the end. They're just a lot more friendlier. This is the finished makeup look. Yeah, I actually really like it. And the lip goes quite nice with the eyeliner that I done, the purple eyeliner. It's quite autumnal. As you can see, the foundation hasn't like clung to any dry patches. It actually just looks really nice. I actually really like it. The colour is like perfect to my fake tan. The blusher, the highlight, everything just looks really nice. The concealer's nice. I'm actually impressed with the lipstick as well. Yeah, I love it. I think this lipstick would look really nice if you had like nothing on your eyes and you just wanted a little pop of colour on your lips. So yeah, I'm so impressed, and thank you so much to Influenster for again sending me another amazing box. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of like first impressions. I will be leaving my thoughts of the foundation and how it wears in the description box, but so far, first sort of time wearing it and applying it, everything, I love it. It's really nice for winter because my skin gets very dry, and does it come off? No, it hasn't come off my finger when I touch my face either. But yeah, I probably will be updating you in like vlogs and that, because I always mention my makeup in vlogs. But yeah, I really like it, and it's gonna be nice for winter, as I said, because my skin gets really dry, and this is more of a medium coverage and that, and it just looks nicer, I think, than a full coverage. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you to Influencer, and I will see you in my next video. Let me know of what you think of this makeup look. Do you like it? Do you like the eye makeup? Do you like the foundation? Will you be picking it up? And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.